come on into the room. Be coachable, teachable, trainable. Post your city and state where you are catching this live from. My name is Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton, and today we are actually going to be discussing how to create shareable content that can go viral and expand your reach. So if that's something that you are interested in learning on today, then definitely stick and stay and let me run this play so that you guys can gain access to all of this really good information showing you how to do each and every one of these actionable steps. Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina with Yelverton here, updating you about our daily live training and follow-up live open office hours. Join me every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live actionable lessons on building your brand from scratch. We'll cover everything from tools, strategies, and systems like Canva, StreamYard, Go High Level, AI technology, and more, to include the exact steps to take you from confused to confident. And the best part is after each live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask your questions and get personalized answers. Don't miss out. Mark your calendar and subscribe now to this YouTube channel. Join our free community, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up your automation in your MLM company, or as an entrepreneur who could possibly be struggling in your business, we not only have the solution, we also have the experts. Yes, this is your sign to join us. Our entire team is live each weekday. So if you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you now know you need to do to get your assets in order. Room, come on into the room. Be coachable, teachable, trainable. Post your city and state where you are catching this live from on today. Welcome into the TikTok room. Live, laugh, and love. Key, Mary, Cindy, Joan. So good to see each and every one of you. Again, if you would need to share this, then go ahead and tap the screen and share the stream so others inside of your network can join us, just like Donna and Joan are joining us. Go ahead and tap the screen and share the stream so others that are inside of your network can see this information. They may be struggling a little bit with how to create content that can be shared and potentially go viral to help expand your reach. So we want them to get this information on today. To introduce myself, in case this is the first time that you are joining any of my social media platforms, my name is Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton, and my daily goal is to brand you, educate you, and to help you get your assets in order. Typically, you will find me live each and every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday here at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube most prominently, but also on Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, and IG, sharing information to help you, entrepreneurs like you, struggling startups or entrepreneurs, get your assets in order so that you can go from being stuck and struggling inside of possibly a business or a company's brand to actually gaining impact and influence inside of your own personal brand so that you can level up, so that you can gain impact and influence, so that you can attract the people that need what it is that you have to offer, your value, so that you can help them move to their next step. All you need to be is one step ahead of someone else to help them take that first step. And so today, the step that you guys are endeavoring to take is how to create shareable content so that it can potentially go viral and so that you can actually expand your reach. So if you want to expand your reach without spending money, right, in this video, we're going to uncover how to do that so that even your audience enjoys sharing your information with others. I'm hoping that you will be able to glean from this information how to make your content go viral, that you will be able to, get some type of emotional attachment to the information so that it can move you into doing what you need to do. And you'll discover some tools that can make content creation easier than you may have thought. So come on into the room, Sweetness and Dee Dee. So good to see all of you. If you have no idea, or if you are struggling with any of this information, then definitely go ahead and grab your favorite pen and grab your favorite pad, and so you can jot some notes down, and definitely join me over on YouTube so you can see any of the content that I may share on the screen. Last month, we were tasked with starting out, just beginning, getting some initial information in the month of January. What we actually discussed in the month of January dealt with branding foundations, branding basics, the brand identity, the online presence, engaging with the audience, just some very simple foundational steps with your business being the best asset and your unique value proposition or your unique value passion or purpose, right? How to build an online community, some of the branding mistakes that you need to avoid, and more. So if you'll go over to the YouTube channel, you'll be able to see a lot of that content. And this month is about building and scaling the brands through your social media, through branding maintenance, and other things that you may need to do to be able to capitalize on that right now. And so we're still in Q1 of 2025, and I truly, truly hope that this information you will find valuable enough to tap the screen and share the stream so that others can see it. Specifically today, when we jump right into this content that you guys need to share so that others can see your content, so that they love it and they want to share it, the number one thing that you need to think about with regards to making this content shareable is ensuring that people can focus and see clearly what problem or pain point your information is going to solve, not only for themselves, but usually when you yourself see something, you think about someone else and you want to share it with them, right? So if you know that you are struggling with something and you have found a way to get beyond it, to get over it, to solve it, to shift out of it, to leap beyond it, to become triumphed in it, whatever you want to say, typically you'll share it with someone. So when you're putting out shareable content and content that matters and you want it to reach others, you want to make sure that others can engage with that content and they can share it. Because once you pinpoint, you target, you narrow down a solution and you're able to put that out there pretty simplistically, then others will see the value in that and they will easily want to share it. So if you're focusing on solving a pain point and it inspires your audience, it's no thought to it. It's not a hard sell for them to then share it, right? If you add an emotional hook to it, whether it's humor like your country girl, whether it's a light bulb moment for you, whether it's something that motivates them or moves them into action, then again, that will be something that they will want to share. So if you are struggling with even creating content, right, and you don't even know where to begin, then the first thing that you're going to do is figure out what is the light bulb moment that I'm having right now. Turn that camera on and share it. Right. And because you quickly found the answer to something, welcome, Deb. Welcome, CTT Squad member, Dr. Regina. Once you see and you are able to then turn that information around and see it solved for someone else easily, simplistically, then that is a piece of content that would be shareable. Okay. Now, the other thing that you want to think about, and this may get a little heavy, even though we want to keep it light, is you want to think about what works best. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, initially, short form content works best. Why? Because people don't know you yet. And if you're putting out, I don't know, an hour long piece of content and they don't know you yet, and it isn't driven, targeted, inspirational, right off the bat, instantly solving a problem, they may not stick around for the full hour. So you want to focus on that first short form, as they call it, short form piece of shareable content on a reel. On a reel on IG, on a reel on TikTok, on a short on YouTube. You want to focus on getting that first slim, small, short piece of content out there that instantly solves a problem for them, and then let them know how they can get more, right? Because most people binge watch you. So if you solve a problem very quickly for someone, most people will binge watch you and they're going to watch to see what's the next thing I can get. What's the next problem she can help me solve? What's the next step? What's the next level up, right? And so the next thing that you want to think about is where you can put all that and if you are on those platforms. So last month we did talk about getting into multiple platforms. Again, I'm always going to suggest that you start with one and then you actually move to a secondary once you've mastered one, okay? So think about taking a short piece of content that solves a very, very, very quick, easy problem for someone, putting that out in short form, paying attention to that, and see how it actually works for you and it comes back to you, making sure that that is something that can be given out to anybody at any time that doesn't necessarily lead to any type of financial investment. Why? Because most people will share free content freely because other people will want to begin to know, like, and trust you enough to continue to binge watch you and see more of your information, right? So that's the cost that you want to avoid and actually just implement the cost of your time and solving something very, very quickly to build awareness of who you are and that you are a problem solver. Does that make sense to everybody? If it makes sense, then go ahead and drop a comment, a yes it does, a thumbs up or something like that. Because again, that's free, right? That's free. You solve a problem, you put it out there, people see that you solved a problem and they share it. In addition to that, you want to make sure that if you do move to the next level of this and you're adding value through design and clarity, then you want to use clean visuals and clear messaging, right? Canva, one of my favorite tools. Even though it's a deep rabbit hole, it's one of my favorite tools because it's easy to work with and even easy to navigate as long as you stay in your lane and you stay the course. Thank you for that engagement. I appreciate it. Glad to know it's resonating with you, Dr. Regina and others. If you utilize it for the purpose that you want to utilize it for, Canva can be your best friend. It's easy to navigate. It's already preloaded with plenty of good that you can actually customize and make more of your own. Welcome to the room, Tony. Welcome to the room, Elva. I see you guys. Thank you for joining and engaging. Again, you want to use something that can be a time saver, not only a cost saver. Where are you going to find a platform that's fully loaded for free to $15 per month? Like Canva.martina@yelverton.com. If you don't currently have a Canva account, go ahead and grab one so that you can begin to walk through the process that you need to be able to utilize Canva to your best advantage, leverage it to your best advantage. But I was referring to the clean visuals and clear messaging. The only way that you can actually move into having clean visuals and clear messaging is if you took the time initially to think through what it is that you're going to put out, right? You don't want to put anything that's clouded, convoluted, just jam-packed full of over extending visuals, and then it's just confusing when others want to share it. There's not a clear message, or there wasn't a clear problem solved, and then people won't share it. So you want to make sure, even if you use a clear visual, even like the one that I'm sharing on the screen, it's big and it's bold and it's telling you clearly in February, we're talking about building and scaling your brand. We're talking about social media and branding maintenance, because some people don't believe that you actually have to continue to maintain and work on your brand once you put it out there, okay? So this is a clear thing that's saying in the month of February, if you want to learn how to build and scale your brand using your social media, then here is an entire month of good from this particular individual. And as you see, it says clearly, I'm helping entrepreneurs one brand at a time to get your assets in order. Clear messaging, easy to read, okay? So when you make it easy for viewers to not only share the content, but consume the content, and you make that content simple and relatable, that's why you hear me say, Lily and Antoinette, you make it easy and you make it calm and you make it easy to be received. When you do that, it's easy for people to share. So even though my name may be a bit difficult for some people to type out and try to find me on YouTube, Brandmaster is not. Pretty simple. Type in Brandmaster on YouTube scroll a little bit, and you will land upon my brand and all of the content that I gave you in January. So if I gave you content in January, wouldn't you assume you're also going to get content in February, possibly March, April, May, and through the end of the year? Yes or yes, right? And so it's almost assumptive when you look upon a brand and you see January, quarter one, building and scaling brands, you're thinking, wonder what she talked about in the previous month. Wonder what she's going to talk about in subsequent months, right? That's almost a simple subliminal message that you put out with that, okay? And then I hate to say it, you just simply tell people how to get it. Give them a call to action. Comment below. Leave a comment. Let me know below in the comments. DM me. Click this link, like different things when you tell them how to make that content shareable. And then you can even what do you call it? Insert or include call to actions that actually have incentives behind them. We're looking to grow the brand to 1,000 followers on YouTube. So all of my content that I currently put out encourages everyone, even though we're on IG and we're on TikTok, Facebook, and we're on LinkedIn, it encourages everyone, join me on YouTube. You're going to get organized, you're going to get targeted, you're going to get detailed, you're going to get all of this information specifically on the channel, and it's going to be more easily found on YouTube. To me anyway, to many of my partners and counterparts, they feel that YouTube is easier to navigate than a lot of these other platforms. It's easier to organize, it's easier to put out the content. So again, if you make it simple, if you make it easy, if you make it targeted, if you make it with clarity, it's going to be easy for those to share. And again, by building a habit of putting out simple, easy content that you actually can walk them through, right? Giving them an instant solve, giving them an instant what is that feeling and that endorphin rush, giving them that instant pain point that they have a solution to, it will allow your content to easily be shared. So this is just light level one information. Definitely will be going deeper through the month of February as we continue to build and scale. But I want to ask you guys this one question. What's one type of content that you know your audience loves to engage with? If you'll drop that into the comments below, I would love to even get into a further discussion about whatever your content is that your audience loves and how you can continue to expand the reach of that content even further in our live office hours. So we have those office hours available beginning immediately after all of our training, Tuesday through Friday, in the Learn, Lead, and LevelUp.com community. You're available to come on over there, join us, ask your questions. We go through live demos of your content, look at your social media platforms, whatever is required right now. We're working through one client, helping them build a strategy because they're nervous about going live. It's nothing to be nervous about going live when you're being authentic. So even before we start building out, taking and creating a project planner and going through each of the different steps, the first thing that you have to understand is a mindset shift, because if you're truly in these streets and you're truly in this game to help people, I hate to say it, but who cares honestly how perfect it is? Who cares if the graphics are on point and banging? Because the one person that you are endeavoring to reach, when you give them the solution, mission accomplished, purpose done. You know what I'm saying? When you're available to have that kind of impact and do that for another individual, not only is it an inspiration and motivation for you, it's an endorphin rush for you, but it's also an endorphin rush for them because they're no longer struggling with that. And now maybe they're ready to move to the next level. They're able to say, hey, I met up with, and she gave me this, and now I'm able to do this. That's what your point, purpose, passion was about. So because you didn't reach and solve 100,000 people's problem, is it any less valuable? Absolutely not, right? It's no less valuable when you reach the one person that you endeavored to reach. So don't be scared to turn on the camera. Don't try to make it, what do they say? Done is better than perfect. And trust me, I suffer from perfection analysis. What is it? Paralysis, perfection paralysis. Am I saying that right? Perfectionism paralysis, right? I suffer for it for years. However, I know it's much more important to give these tips, to give these tricks, to give this information to the audience that needs it so that they can move their needle forward. And I hope that the information that I'm giving is being helpful. So again, just to recap, the number one thing that you need to consider is what is the pain point of the information that you may be holding on to? What is the problem? What is that one area of confusion? What is that one area of restraint for someone, and how can you release them? Once you know the answer to that, turn on the camera, tell somebody, help somebody understand what your situation was, what your struggle was with that problem, how you resolved it, and then give that to them, give them the solution, because then they're going to want to go and share that. They may know others that have that same problem, and how quickly they were able to watch your content, solve that problem. They'll want to share it. So again, it is the authenticity that is involved in your solution for other people to understand. That is something that I needed an answer to. This individual allowed me to have the answer to it. Now my problem is solved and I can move to the next level. So I hope, even though it's very simple, the answers to a lot of the difficult questions that you may have. However, if you really pay attention to it, that one little thing that could be holding you back, once you have the answer to it, you're then catapulted and released. Okay. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. I hope you understand that if you can focus on solving a pain point, right, and inspiring your audience to move the needle and do better, if you can give them the solution very quickly in a short sound bite, a short reel or a short shorts or a short story or something like that, and then you can add your level of emotion to it to get them to understand this is a problem, this is the solution, and this is how you can help others with it. Sure, go ahead and add a bit of graphics to maybe a thumbnail or a post or something that will help them quickly see it so that they can click it and then hear it, consume it, and then share it. Make it easy for them to be able to click that share button. How would you make it easy? By telling them to share it. Right? So if you know someone that's currently struggling with what are the 1, 2, or 3 key pieces of information that they need to share, right, to help someone else create content and move the needle forward, then share the stream. Tap the screen, share the stream with others that may need these 1, 2, 3 small nuggets of information, and then ask them to join our community at learnleadandlevelup.com. It's a free community, and let them come on in and get more valuable content inside our community. Again, I hope this helps you guys. I hope you're able to move your needle forward with just these 1, 2, 3 small nuggets of information to help build and scale your brand with regards to leveling up your audience engagement, putting out that content that will allow others to share that content to help your audience and its reach. I'll catch you guys on tomorrow. On tomorrow, we're actually discussing using paid ads to attract your ideal client. I'm going to have a segment of information from my MBA tools.martinabrityelverton.com provider, are part of our partnership. We're going to show a bit of information that discusses those paid ads. I myself am not currently running paid ads, but she is a wizard at running these ads. And so we're going to pull up a bit of the information, give you guys access to everything you need to understand how to use those paid ads. And probably in the second quarter, we're going to run a few so that we'll have actual case studies to help you guys understand how that works. So thank you for your time on today. I appreciate it. Again, today's question that you can drop your answer to is, again, what is that one piece of content or one type of content that your audience loves that you have shared? Drop that into the comments below and we'll catch you on tomorrow's stream. Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton here, updating you about our daily live training and follow-up live open office hours. Join me every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live actionable lessons on building your brand from scratch. We'll cover everything from tools, strategies, and systems like Canva, StreamYard, Go High Level, AI technology, and more, to include the exact steps to take you from confused to confident. And the best part is, after each live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask your questions and get personalized answers. Don't miss out. Mark your calendar and subscribe now to this YouTube channel. Join our free community, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up your automation in your MLM company, or as an entrepreneur who could possibly be struggling in your business, we not only have the solution, we also have the experts. Yes, this is your sign to join us. Our entire team is live each weekday. So if you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you now know you need to do to get your assets in order.